Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Salim Sheikh and I have more than 14 years of experience. Currently, I am working as an AI lead for an MNC. I have completed my analytics from Cornell University and I have also worked in academics for NASSCOM as a content developer on emerging technologies, where I have created curriculum for machine learning, data science, machine learning operations and more. So let's start with the first topic. What is Gen AI? So when we discuss about generative AI, we have two terms here. First term, generative. Second term, artificial intelligence. Now, when we discuss about artificial intelligence, it is not a new term. We have been using this term from quite some time. Let's say ever since we humans, we are fascinated with this term, that machines behaving like us, getting a job done. So when we say artificial intelligence, it means intelligence that is artificial. Next, this artificial intelligence is able to generate new stuff. So this artificial intelligence technology is able to generate new material. This new material can be audio, video, text, music, and more. So when we discuss generative AI, this new technology that we are discussing about, generative AI, that is artificial intelligence systems generating audio, video, text, music that is as creative and good as humans, how a human experienced person is doing. So this era of artificial intelligence that is capable of generating new material is called as generative AI. Hence the word generative here. Usually, when we discuss about traditional machine learning or traditional artificial intelligence, they were able to understand a task like driving, and then they were performing that task for us. Self-driving cars, like how all these automotive companies have, they're training these AI models, they are understanding how to drive a car, they're driving the car. Same way when we have these things, like in pathologies, understanding human reports, informing whether there's any disease or no disease inside that. That was general artificial intelligence. The current one that we are using that is in demand, hype in the market, is generative AI. This artificial intelligence model, instead of performing a specific task on a pre-trained topic, let's say driving a car, analyzing reports, this is able to generate new stuff, like how we humans do. We come up with new stories, we come up with new information. These generative AI models are able to do that in the form of audio, video, text, and many more things. So this era is called as generative AI. So to define it, generative AI is a breakthrough technology. Generative AI is a breakthrough technology that leverages machine learning to recognize patterns in the data and generate entirely new content, spanning text, audio, images, and videos. It is redefining how businesses innovate, create, scale like never before. So when we discuss about these things, text, images, audio, and video, the text that it is generating, let's say a content writer is supposed to create a company profile with 500 words. The content writer is going to go through the topic, is going to understand the company, it is going to understand the market and come up with some nice words that will make the company look good. Now, these artificial intelligence models that we are discussing, these Gen AI models, they are able to perform similar. They are able to create high quality reports, high quality profiles, depending on the questions we are asking. So it can definitely generate compelling reports and realistic articles. And it is just not too serious writing. It can even go into captivating poems, reproducing a style of a renowned artist. Let's say we want to create a story in the Shakespearean language, how Shakespeare used to do it. It is able to perform in any tone, any language that we want to. Next, generating images. So when we say generating images, initially when we wanted an image, we had to either create that image ourselves in one of the software, or we had to shoot that thing, or we had to click those images. let's say a content marketer whose job is to come up with nice commercials, क्या बोलते हैं? To come up with nice creatives for marketing. So when he's coming up with these creatives for these marketings, he had to create those images by himself, those marketing flyers by himself, or search for it on Google. Now, with the help of generative AI tools that we have in the market, these creative marketers are able to generate high quality images as per their preference. They want a person, they want a cat, they want a dog in a specific theme, in a specific layout that is suiting the content, that is suiting the marketing very well. They are able to do it. And similarly, they are also able to generate music. So when we discuss generative AI is generating stuff just like how we humans do. Text, audio, images, music, and many more. So what is so nice about this thing? So when we say that it is generating text, audio, video, when it is generating these things, it is generating it creatively, like how we humans do. How we humans know how to capture the attention of the readers, how we humans know how to add some emphasis on these words. These large language models or Gen AI models are able to do it similarly. Diversity. It is not restricted to just one topic. You can use it for pharmaceuticals, you can use it for art industry, you can use it for aviation, you can use it for any industry. Trust me, we have developed softwares for all the industries. So it can adapt to all these industries really quickly. So we have this diversity and it has also adaptability. It can adapt to any industry very quickly for us. So when we say these Gen AI models, when we are discussing about generative AI models, they are capable of generating high quality text, audio, video, matching and surpassing the creativity level for humans, the diversity and the adaptability. So let's take few examples. How can we use these Gen AI models? So image generation, these are used to create text for news articles, poems, scripts, and other forms of creative writing. We need to come up with a passage of 200 words, 300 words. Ask a generative AI model and it is going to help you with that. And then we refine it to make it better. How do we refine it? We'll discuss it ahead. Image synthesis, generating high quality images as discussed. We just need to inform what kind of image, what kind of background are we expecting, and it is going to generate those images for us. Similar to music composition. A music artist or music director can come up with his own tunes, tones, whatever he needs by adding the right relevant prompts for these things. So when we discuss about Gen AI, majorly we are using it for these three: text generation, image generation, music composition, and it is able to understand us really well and improve our work, improve our efficiencies as well. So let's look into a few more use cases, how they have been used. So let's look into a few more use cases, how it is being used in the industries. So one of the most common use case that we come across when we are making use of Gen AI models or AI model is healthcare industry. Reason being, you go for a checkup, you are handed a report. You go for a diagnosis, you are handed a report. So in medical domain, everything is documented for us. So when we say medical domain, it has a boom of data because of which AI is adapting really well inside healthcare. So we want to come up with medical report generation, it can help you with that. You want to work with drug discovery, it can help you with that. Let's say you're working on gen sequencing and you want to come up with articles, you want to understand the relationship between genes, you want an expert on a specific topic. There you go, we have these healthcare models. Similarly, inside finance, to perform risk assessment, to detect fraud, for portfolio analysis, for risk modeling, we have been using generative AI models. In product industry, writing the POCs, coming up with feature documentation, coming up with user feedback analysis. In HR, human resources, shortlisting, reading the resumes, coming up with questions, like how these corporates, even my company is using it. We have a chatbot. Now, no need to go to HR. We have a technical issue, we have a HR issue. We enter a few questions there, and that chatbot is helping us. So, improvement in business processes. So, whenever we are discussing Gen AI, so it is also used for product, for feature documentation, for user feedback analysis, similarly for human resource, to answer questions on policies, to identify the right resumes for the roles. Inside operations, to optimize the process, for SOP, for rules generation, similarly for content creation, writing assistance, creating content generation. So when we discuss Gen AI is used in each and every industry. We can create conversational agents out of it that is able to help the customers with 24/7 customer service. And these can also be used inside research.